Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about some movies that I watched and loved, and then some movies that for Christmas. So this year we watched Santa Claus is Coming to Town, 1970 version. I watched White Christmas. Currently watching the Christmas Chronicles. The second one. I have watched the first one. I watched Claus and the Grinch movies, most of them, not all of them, but most of them. I also watched a bunch of Christmas carols. And what I usually do with movies is I watch like the popular, not the popular, but the ones, like the old ones, the old stop motion ones, the Rankin Bass, I think it's the company, and they produce a bunch of movies, like holiday movies, and I highly recommend all of them. I have watched The Little Drummer this year, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is an origin story type, and I love origin stories. I love it's just so good. So I like to watch origin stories, like the origin story of Santa Claus and how he came to become Santa Claus. So like Claus, for example, that movie on Netflix is an amazing movie. Highly recommend that one. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. There's another one I watched last year. Don't remember what it was called. But that one was on Amazon, and I love that one too. So yeah. And I'm still kind of watching Christmas movies, even though it's after Christmas, and technically you shouldn't watch any more Christmas movies after Christmas. But I like watching those. So I also watched an animated version of The Christmas Carol. I like the Muppet's Christmas Carol, which I have, and I don't know where I misplaced it somehow. But really love that. I also like to watch Frozen because this one takes place in the winter time, or well, it takes place in the summertime, but it's like Elsa is a snow queen. So this one's kind of like a polar, what do you call it? Like a polar fantasy type stuff, where it's like takes place kind of during winter months and stuff. And obviously Elsa is a snow queen, and she like, makes everything cold and icy stuff. I love this movie so much. Highly recommend it. I like the second one as well, so I recommend Frozen and Frozen 2. Frozen 2 is less wintry and more about Elsa's discovery of power, her powers and stuff. So the first one is I would definitely recommend for like a fantasy type. I also recommend, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. And this one is really well done. It's got like magic in it. It's like another thing that's like kind of a polar, but it's also like an origin story. It's really good, and stuff like that. Then I also recommend these original Christmas classics. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is one of my favorites. I also love Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Frosty the Snowman. Those are the ones that I recommend, because Frosty the Snowman is a little bit different than this one. This one is a stop motion claymation, which I love. That, but there's other movies like Frosty the Snowman, which is made by the same company, does not do the clay in this form. It's just animated. So yes, but I do highly recommend it. These have so fun storylines, but also have really fun music, and it's great. Another one I definitely love is the Polo Express and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, Polo Express is one that's also animated. This one is computer animated, but it's got a really strong message. I love the message in that one. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas is the classic cartoon. Obviously, I love classic, like, comedy cartoons, I guess. I guess this would be a comedy cartoon, but it's like more close to the book than the other two movies, which the other two movies are like The Grinch and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action version. Both of those the live action version actually is an origin story of the Grinch and kind of has why he's like that, and then the Grinch is kind of, again, the story, and I love that movie. Like, I love all of them. So it's just, I love The Grinch. The Grinch is probably like one of my massive favorites. You know, kind of, you know, not in the holiday spirit, and then, you know, going and, you know, ending up getting into the holiday spirit. So I really love those movies. I also love the Christmas Chronicles. That one's a really, really good story about a kid and just how magical your faith in Santa Claus can be. I love it so much. So I love Christmas movies. It's just so fun. I have also watched Miracle on 31st Street. That one's also a really good one to watch during Christmas and stuff. And yeah, and that is my talking about what my favorite Christmas movies was. Also, A Christmas Carol is really, really popular around my house. I love reading the book and then like watching the adaptations. There's so many adaptations of A Christmas Carol. It is on par. And yeah, so just tell me down below what your favorite Christmas is. Some people like classics like Home Alone, or, you know, some people like the Gremlins or horror type movies, but I like the more children's movies. Yeah, and that is it. And have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.